Welcome, dear viewers, to our journey through the timeless wisdom of the richest man in Babylon. In this video, we'll explore 10 principles distilled from this beloved book, guiding us towards financial success and abundance. I hope you find these principles as inspiring and valuable as I have. And without further ado, let's embark on this enriching voyage. Imagine if every coin you earned held the potential to create an army of wealth for you. The first principle, start thy purse to fattening. This concept urges us to prioritize saving. Pay yourself first, as the saying goes. By setting aside a portion of our earnings before expenses, we cultivate the habit of thrift and lay the foundation for wealth. It is not merely a question of the total sum you earn, but how much of it you manage to retain and grow. This principle hails from the historic city of Babylon, where Akkad, the richest man, set about teaching his students the art of wealth accumulation. He advised them to reserve at least a tenth of their earnings, thus starting to fatten their purses. Such ancient wisdom holds relevance even today and can be adapted into contemporary practices such as automated savings. This involves transferring a designated portion of one's salary directly into a savings account, sidestepping the temptation to spend it. By placing saving before spending, we lay the groundwork for financial stability. Doing so does not only increase our monetary funds, but it also helps nurture a mindset of abundance. It encourages us to think beyond immediate gratifications and to focus on financial growth. Each coin saved becomes more than just a numerical value. It transforms into a soldier, prepared to fight for your financial welfare, armed and ready to multiply. It is crucial to remember that the path towards financial freedom begins with the seemingly simple act of fattening your purse. Each save becomes an indispensable soldier, mobilized and ready to expand the army of your wealth. Remember, the first step towards financial freedom is to start fattening your purse. Every coin saved is a soldier in the army of your wealth. Now that you've started saving, what next? You've taken the first step, grasped the first principle, but there is more to wealth building than just setting money aside. The second principle, make thy gold multiply. Investment is the key to wealth multiplication. Whether through wise business ventures or strategic investments, we can make our money work for us. This principle is more than a mere suggestion. It is a profound wisdom underlines the essence of true prosperity. It's not just about accumulating wealth in a passive manner, but about actively enhancing your wealth status. Akkad, the wise man in the story, elucidates this principle with a simple yet powerful analogy. He likens money to seeds in the hand of a farmer. A seasoned farmer knows well that simply hoarding seeds won't bring him a bountiful harvest. He has to sow these seeds, nurture them, let them germinate and grow into healthy crops. Saving is akin to preserving seeds, while investing is akin to planting them. So, how does this age-old wisdom apply to our contemporary world? Consider your savings as seeds. These seeds are potential sources of prosperity. However, they must be sown in fertile grounds of investment. It could be the thriving landscape of the stock market, the sturdy terrain of real estate, or the promising field of a business venture. These are the arenas where your money can work you, earning more money, creating a source of passive income. This process requires careful decision-making and strategic planning. The aim here isn't to merely amass wealth, but to make it grow, to transform your singular gold coin into a treasure trove. So remember, don't let your gold sit idle. Invest wisely and watch it multiply. Wealth is not just about accumulation, but also preservation. Our third principle is guard thy treasures from loss. To truly grasp this principle, it's vital to understand it's not just about increasing your assets, but it's also about ensuring their safety from potential risks and losses that could jeopardize your financial stability. This draws our attention to the tale of Akkad's friend from the classic tale, The Richest Man in Babylon. A man who lost all his savings through a disastrous investment in a fraudulent diamond mine. This unfortunate event serves as a powerful lesson for modern-day investors who may be tempted by get-rich-quick schemes or may hastily invest in ventures without careful consideration and thorough investigation. History is littered with tales of individuals who have lost fortunes due to a lack of due diligence, an issue that continues to plague our society today. Now let us consider the analogy of your wealth as a fortress. A fortress is a symbol of strength, security, and resilience. It is built to resist external threats, attacks, and withstand test of time. In the same vein, the fortress of your wealth needs to be guarded against the threats and pitfalls of the financial world. You wouldn't leave the fortress gates wide open for any intruder to enter, right? The same applies to your wealth. You need to be careful about who you allow into your financial fortress and what kind of ventures you allow your hard-earned money to be tied to. You must guard your wealth with prudence and wisdom, ensuring that investment is well analyzed and every financial decision is well thought out. Guard your treasures with wisdom and caution, for it is easier to prevent loss than to recover from it. In the quest for wealth, a certain amount of risk is inevitable. Thus, our fourth principle, take calculated risks. The richest man in Babylon, Arkad, shows us the value of these calculated risks. He invested his wealth thoughtfully, not recklessly. Arkad demonstrated this by putting his money into a shield-making business after meticulous research. This epitomizes the idea of a calculated risk. Now let's apply this principle to today's world. Consider investments like startups or stocks. Sure, they're risks, but they shouldn't be mindless gambles. Should be decisions grounded in careful research, expert counsel, and comprehensive risk analysis. Don't let uncertainty deter you from potential opportunities. Instead, learn to examine them, grasp the possible outcomes, and strategize effectively. This is the essence of taking calculated risks. Fortune favors the brave, but only when bravery is paired with wisdom. The path to wealth is littered with the wreckage of debt. The fifth principle, avoid debt. Debt, a sinking sand, has the potential to drag even the most financially prudent individuals into a maelstrom of economic instability. Consider the tale of Bansir from the classic parable, The Richest Man in Babylon. A skilled chariot builder, Bansir's life was overshadowed by consistent monetary distress owing to accumulated debt. His narrative serves as a timeless admonition against the perils of overspending. In the context of contemporary society, this maps onto the pervasive problem of credit card debt. The convenience of buying now and paying later can be enticing, but without a proper reimbursement plan, this can lead to escalating interest and a vicious cycle of debt that is challenging to shatter. It's vital to understand that debt is a resource to be used sparingly, responsibly, always with a strategy to pay it back expeditiously. The metaphorical quicksand of debt can swallow a person's financial stability, turning a path of wealth into a path of constant struggle. It's all too easy to fall into the trap of living beyond one's means, enticed by the materialistic attraction of the modern world. The bright allure of instant gratification can blind us to the long-term consequences of debt, leading us into a cycle that's hard to break. Debt can seem like a solution to financial problems, but it's simply a tool. And like all tools, it's most effective when used with caution and planning. The chains debt can be extremely heavy. They can slow your progress on the road to wealth and make the journey harder. Remember, the real key to financial is not incurring more debt, but in managing your finances wisely. Avoid the chains of debt, for they are a heavy burden on the road to wealth. Wealth is not just about the present, but also the future. Our sixth principle is ensure a future income. This principle emphasizes how crucial it is to think about what lies ahead, taking steps today that will result in a reliable flow of resources tomorrow. It taps into the philosophy of foresight and the understanding that our actions today have far-reaching consequences on our future. The principle is beautifully illustrated in the classic book, The Richest Man in Babylon. The protagonist, Arkad, a man of great wealth and wisdom, imparts life-changing financial lessons to his students. He urges them to invest in assets that can provide a steady income, offering them a glimpse of a future teeming with prosperity. Arkad's advice to his students revolves around acquiring assets like land and cattle, which will accrue value over time, contributing to their wealth in the long run. This wisdom becomes even more relevant in our contemporary world, where we have more options for creating wealth. We can take Arkad's teachings and apply them to the present day by investing in assets that generate income, such as rental stocks and bonds. It's about putting our money to work for us rather than the other way around. Furthermore, it underlines the importance of preparing for retirement by setting up annuities and retirement plans. This ensures that we have a financial cushion to fall back on when we transition from active employment. In essence, the principle instructs us to make calculated decisions today that will bear fruit in the future. It encourages us to grow our wealth steadily over and to prepare for a future where we can enjoy the fruits of our labor without worry. The wise man plans for the future, ensuring his income continues even when he cannot work. In the quest for wealth, your greatest asset is you. Seventh principle, increase thy ability to earn. Continuous learning and skill development are invaluable assets. By increasing our abilities and staying relevant in the marketplace, we enhance our earning potential and open doors to new opportunities. The richest man in Babylon, Akkad, emphasized this by motivating his disciples to gain wisdom from the achievements of prosperous individuals, understanding that knowledge and expertise are the cornerstones to higher earnings. In today's ever-changing environment, this principle is more applicable than ever. As our global economy develops and transforms, our abilities must also evolve to pace. Akkad echoed the significance of continuous learning, professional growth, and staying abreast with the latest industry trends. Whether it's mastering a new skill, broadening your intellectual horizon, or delving into inventive methods, each endeavor significantly boosts your earning potential. Akkad's doctrine additionally highlights the importance of mentorship. Gleaning knowledge from those who have already tread the path to financial success can expedite our journey towards achieving the same. It's about welcoming growth prospects, maintaining flexibility, and ceaselessly stretching our limits. The teachings also emphasize the power of lifelong learning to stay competitive and relevant. They push us to invest in our knowledge and skills, which is essentially investing in our future. Remember, it's not just about monetary wealth, it's about cultivating a wealth of knowledge, experience, and skills. So let's follow Akkad's advice. Invest in yourself, for the more you learn, the more you earn. Wealth is not the end, but the means to a fulfilling life. The eighth principle we embrace is make life a profitable venture. It's not about hoarding gold, but about weaving wealth into the fabric of our existence. Drawing from the sagacious words of Babylon's richest man, Akkad, we learn that true wealth isn't found in accumulation, but in the enjoyment of life's offerings. Akkad savored the fruits of his labor, not by stockpiling, but by reveling in what his riches could bring him. Translated into contemporary terms, it's about achieving a harmonious work-life balance. It's about grasping the fact that while frugality and financial investment are essential, there's also a need for spending on experiences that resonate with joy and fulfillment. It involves allocating resources to activities that nurture our well-being and enrich our existence. It's about embarking on that long-awaited vacation, investing time in a passion, savoring a home-cooked meal with family. It's about the priceless moments spent with loved ones, the laughter shared, the bonds strengthened. It's about the joy of giving, the satisfaction of sharing. True wealth isn't about the balance in your bank account. It's the wealth of experiences you've garnered, the treasure trove of memories you've created, and the happiness that sprouts from them. It's about living a life adorned with moments that money can't buy, a life enriched by experiences that are priceless. It's about measuring wealth not in terms of material possessions, but in terms of happiness, fulfillment, and contentment. Remember, the goal is not just to create wealth, but to create a rich life. Wealth is not a product of luck, but of consistent effort. Our ninth principle is work hard consistently. This wisdom is our focus. The essence of wealth is hard work, dedication, and determination. Wealth, in its purest form, is the result of the gears of these elements meshing together in the engine of success. Consider the richest man in Babylon, Akkad. He didn't simply happen upon a treasure trove. His wealth was a result of his unceasing efforts, repeated each day, month, and year. Similarly, in our modern world, this principle holds true and remains universal. Be it the stock market, real estate, or entrepreneurship, the principle is the same. It's about the fleeting victories or sudden triumphs. It's about discipline and consistency. It's about resilience in the face of adversity. It's about dedication, about showing up each day, ready to face whatever challenges come your way. It's about rolling up your sleeves, even when things seem difficult, and getting down to business. It's about the grind, the daily struggle, the relentless pursuit of your financial aspirations. It's about maintaining a laser-like focus on your goals, no matter how distant they may seem. It's about the hustle, the unwavering chase of your dreams. It's about understanding that the path to wealth is a marathon, a long-distance race that requires stamina and not a sprint that rewards speed. In conclusion, remember this: wealth is a marathon, not a sprint. It's the consistent effort that counts. Finally, wealth is not just about accumulation, but also contribution. The 10th principle: generosity and charity. By sharing our wealth and blessings with others, we not only make a positive impact on the world, but also invite abundance and fulfillment into our own lives. The essence of this principle is vividly depicted in the book, where Arkad highlights the importance of giving. He underscores that by sharing our wealth and resources, we don't just enrich our lives, but also trigger a chain of positivity, fostering a sense of unity and hope. The act of giving is not just about financial aid. It's about using our wealth to inspire change, to fuel growth, and to foster community development. It's about making a positive, tangible difference in the lives of those who are less fortunate. When we look around, we see countless examples of this principle in action. In the modern world, we witness this principle in the form of philanthropy and corporate social responsibility. Successful individuals, businesses and corporations often earmark a significant portion of their wealth for philanthropic causes that align with their values. They are dedicated to uplifting communities and the world a better place. They understand and embrace the notion that true wealth is not solely about monetary accumulation. It's about the positive effect we can have on others' lives. The act of giving back is about much more than just financial support. It's about inspiring hope, nurturing growth, and fostering unity. It's a powerful testament to the fact that true wealth extends far beyond monetary value. It's about impact, the legacy we leave in the lives of others. Wealth is not just about what you accumulate, but also what you give. For in giving, we receive. If you enjoyed this video and found value in the wisdom shared, please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to our channel. By doing so, you'll stay updated on future videos filled with more insightful content to empower you on your path to financial success and personal growth.